Hi everyone! I cannot wait to share with you today's video, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to use this piece of cardboard that I had left over from a box where we moved a few months ago, and I'm going to make a door hanger for St. Patrick's Day. And the idea for this came from Etsy. I saw a picture of this door hanger on there and I just loved it and wanted to recreate it. And I'm just going to use one of these felt like placemats, or I don't even know what there would be used for, but I'm using it like a stencil on my cardboard, and I'm just going to trace around it and just get the outline of this clover. After I started tracing around my stencil, I realized that I probably should have added some tape to the back of it to keep it in place, so that's why I'm pressing down so hard to keep it from moving. And I probably should have told you that this came from Dollar Tree. I think I've seen them this year as well, but I got this last year. They had all their St. Patrick's Day decorations out. And I just took my time and just traced all the way around. And I started out trying to use scissors, and it was not getting me anywhere. So as you'll see in a minute, I decided to change up and use my handy dandy box cutter or utility knife, whatever you want to call it, and it just worked so much better. But word of caution, I probably should have put on a safety glove or something like that. So if you're going to do this, please be careful and don't cut yourself. But using this utility knife just made it so much easier cutting this out. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Gwen. Welcome to At Home with Gigi. Thank you for being here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. I have been trying to get back on track with making videos and just trying to manage work-life balance, as I'm sure many of you understand. But anyway, thank you for being here. Also, as you can see, I did add more cardboard up under my clover just to protect my work surface.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
That is not dirt on the cardboard box. It is black paint. I had used this box for spray painting my placemats in my Valentine's Day video. I like to reuse things and repurpose. And since I had so many boxes left over from when we moved, I have definitely been reusing them. As you can see, I'm just keeping on rotating back and forth between the scissors and the utility knife, and you just keep going around till you get it into the shape that you want.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
After I finished cutting this one out, I went ahead and did another one. I decided I wanted to stack them on top of each other just to give it a little more stability. I took them outside and spray painted them a moss green. That way if anything happened to show through just a little bit, you wouldn't see the brown cardboard. I'm going to use a pretty heavy amount of glue to make sure these two pieces stay together. And also, just a heads up, if you're going to attempt to recreate this, you will need to have a lot of glue sticks on hand because I went through a lot of them. And I'm just going to line them up as evenly as I possibly can and then just press it down all the way around to make sure that it seals together really well. We're going to be using this moss, and all the moss came from the Dollar Tree. It's just some that I've collected over the last couple of years. It's a mixture of reindeer moss and just, well, the bag said moss, and I've mixed like 3, maybe 4 bags together. And I'm just going to put a lot of glue, as you can see. I mean, I'm just putting a heavy amount of glue down, and then I'm just going to take some of the moss and just press it down onto the surface. Just please be careful that you don't burn your fingers, because I will tell you, I've burnt my fingers several times with this project. So to my granddaughters, do not do what Gigi is doing when you're making your crafts, okay? And by the way, this is a very messy project. But it really was very simple and easy to do.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
So do you decorate for St. Patrick's Day? Or do you just mostly cook a special meal? And if you cook a special meal, what is your favorite food for St. Patrick's Day? Sometimes I decorate, sometimes I don't. Obviously this year I will be decorating, or at least putting this on my front door. I cannot wait for you to see how this door hanger turns out. I think it is just gorgeous, and I really made it at the absolute most $4 because everything I already had on hand. I did not have to go out and buy a single thing, and that is the beauty sometimes of creating something. You just make it with things you already have, and it really doesn't cost you anything.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky's falling.
Several times I just turned it over and tapped the back a little bit and just knocked out any excess moss that might not have been glued down. And then I would look at the front of it, and if I have any bare patches, I just go back in and patch it up with some extra pieces of moss.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on.
When I got finished, I was looking at my door hanger, and you could see that around the edges where the cardboard was. So I'm just going back and I'm just using my little Sure Bonder glue gun with the fine detailing tip, and I'm just running a little bead of hot glue around the edge, and then I'm going back with the moss and just pressing it there. And then after I finished, it does take a little minute for this part, going all the way around, and then I just used my scissors and trimmed up any, as you can see there, any pieces that are hanging down and looking kind of scraggly.
Get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
And yes, with this project you will have a lot of glue strings, but I just went back when I finished everything and just made sure I picked those all off. Give it a nice tidy appearance. Anytime I use moss like this in a project, I use spray adhesive, and you get that at the Dollar Tree, and I'm showing you right here. And I take it outside and just give it a really good spray down and let it dry, and it really does help with the fallout when you're using moss. I'm just going to use this ribbon that came from the Dollar Tree and just make a loop and attach it to the back of my door hanger.
Sky is falling down.
I had originally planned to use some really pretty cream colored satin ribbon, but it just did not look very good with my door hanger. So I snipped that off and decided to go with this burlap. And I'm really glad I did. I think it's so pretty. But also I want you to take note of my table where I'm flipping over the clover. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but anyway, there was not much fallout, and that is because of me spraying this down really well with that spray adhesive. And I really do love using spray adhesive whenever I'm using moss. It helps so much with that fallout. I just made a simple bow and tied it off in the center with a pipe cleaner. Now I'm just wrapping some jute twine around the center of the bow just to cover up that brown pipe cleaner. Just give my bow a good fluffing up and hot glue it to the top of my loop, and it is finished. I really had so much fun creating this. I've never attempted this before, and just to be able to make something so pretty out of, like I said, maybe $4, because everything that I used I had on hand or I repurposed it. I did not have to go out and buy anything to make this craft, and that is so awesome. I love making things where you use everything that you already have on hand. That is the best thing in the world. I just really love this. It's just different and unique, and I just had fun making this and just creating this really out of nothing. So you guys got to let me know what you think. Thank y'all so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!